You know what the going on.
What's going on, my good people? This your boy Lap Up the Entertainer, here to bring you some action with FAMU. If you've been paying attention to these series, this is the SWAC series for the SWAC tier list, and right now currently I'm on FAMU. So this goes into their tier list. So this is going to go up to them receiving a dub for their record for the tier list. Okay. Now there's no losses in this. This is just to put extra incentive on their grade. Okay. So, it doesn't change anything about the band. I have high expectations for FAMU. It's FAMU, ladies and gentlemen. It's FAMU. Are you serious? Yes. So, this band has done phenomenal things this year in 2025. Got a chance to see them in 2026 as well. They did phenomenal at the Battle of the Bands. So if you want to see what that looks like, please click on the link above. They kick some ass. FAMU been handling business, bruh. So it's good to see them grow as a band. Now this is somewhat in the middle of the season, and then we got one for the homecoming. So I'm expecting them to do a lot of things in this, okay, for this band. This band really can put on a show on the field, okay? So with that being said, please look to the cards next to me so you know we'll be grading. We're going to entrance, songs, formations, no dancers, breakdown, overall creativity. Maximum points they can make all together is 30, okay? I know I have the 25, but I have to adjust that later. I'll probably do that next season. But for FAMU in particular, they do not have any dancers, okay? So they have to make up for it in the creative department. So they have to get at least 10 points in the creative department for it to be a perfect field show, okay? I grade FAMU hard because they don't have any dancers, okay? I graded them hard because they don't have any dancers. And so at one point I used to let them skate by and give them an exemption and they just do 5 things in creative. But some people felt like that was unfair. So I've given them no excuse. They're going to have to make up for it in the creative department. And I feel like that's fair. Okay? So, at the end of the day, this band is capable, more than capable, of having a lot of wild moments on the field. So I'm excited to see what they're going to bring in these field shows. Now, I've seen a lot of gospel shows, okay? And so I'm excited to see FAMU's gospel show. I think this is them going against North Carolina Central, by the way. Okay, just throw that out there. But I've seen a lot of gospel shows, and so right now on the top of my list, the top gospel show I've seen so far is Jackson State. Okay? That's the top one I've seen, okay? And we're gonna go down the list and see who has the best gospel show too. So that's gonna be on the tier list. Definitely gonna be on the tier list. So if they could do better than Jackson State's, is up there. Okay, just want to throw that out there. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna see in this. Okay, and we got homecoming for FAMU, and this is them going against Alcorn. Alcorn didn't show up, so it's just FAMU. So FAMU gonna show out just because it's homecoming. So I'm gonna shut up. We're going to get into the action. Again, if you new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.
Our drum majors: Tyron Stormbreaker Lloyd, Sr., Orlando, Florida, Ocoee High School. Isaiah Robinis Shazam, Jr., Orlando, Florida, Ocoee High School. Jose Space Jam Morris, Jr., San Antonio, Texas, Sam Houston High School. Jason Heatcheck Lane, Sr., Atlanta, Georgia, Shiloh High School. Caden Kane Hall, Jr., Jacksonville, Florida, First Coast High School. Assistant drum major, Philip Bowinter Soldier Woodside, Jr., Tampa, Florida, Blake High School. And head drum major, Oluwa Modupe, The Truth, Olorode, Senior, Atlanta, Georgia, Southwest DeKalb High School. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our president, attorney Marva Johnson, from the highest of 7 hills in Tallahassee, the state capital of Florida. Please welcome what has not only become known as America's Band, but as one of the most exciting marching bands in the world. Today, we make history. For the first time, we run slow one during halftime. Today's show thing. The word says there's a wrong in Gary. But today, there's a wrong in Bragg Stadium. And it's called the 100. But first,
Very pretty.
the sound.
Very pretty. Now, supporting RFC, Jesus, the events all around everywhere. Very pretty. Very pretty.
Now, the celebration is inside. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no.
I love this. They built the whole church. That's crazy.
Ladies and ladies,
That was nice.
let's hear it for the 100. The look and the sound of the experience. Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing the consistency of 79 years. 1946 to 2025 and counting. Our drum major squad is the Magnificent Seven. Roger, bring them on in. The drum majors, piccolos, clarinets, saxophones, trumpets, French horns, trombones, euphoniums, tubas, flagcorn, and percussion. All in together now. And now, from the concert Mosaic Formation, and from the pen of legendary FAMU arranger and professor Lindsey Sargent, with the baton in the capable hands of our director of bands, Dr. Shelby Chipman, we introduce to you band members Jermaine Thompson and Serenity Cheatham. Shekinah Glory Ministries 2003, Praise is What I Do. Jermaine Thompson and Serenity Cheatham.
It's a whole other scramble, okay? they're ripping from the tubes. Got some slight 8 to 5 issues here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Marching 100 Halftime Show. The 2025-26 band set. Director of Bands, Dr. Shelby Chipman. Staff Arranger, Mr. Lindsay B. Sargent. Assistant Director of Bands and Director of Percussion, Dr. Sheila L. James. Assistant Director of Bands, Director of Horns, Mr. Nicholas B. Thomas. Director of Low Brass, Dr. Ralph Jean-Paul. Drill Design, Mr. Dante Thomas. Assistant Director of Percussion, Mr. Tomer Lundy. Equipment Manager and Senior Storekeeper, Mr. Donald Redwood. Music Compliance Officer, Mr. Byron Swift. And filling in today is your announcer, looking in for the almighty Joe Buller. Former drum major and 2002 graduate, my name is Slater Thorpe.
It's like I cleaned it, you know?
And dedication to service. The Florida A&M University Band, a role model for excellence.
See what they're gonna pull off this time. Gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. I love that performance. I really, really, really enjoyed that performance from FAMU. Definitely, definitely up there. Definitely, definitely up there. That was crucial, fam. That that was real crucial. The fact that they made them a full-fledged house was dope. I liked every bit of that. Every bit of that was nice. Every bit of that was nice. I can't give my verdict on who was the strongest gospel show, but I'm going to keep that until y'all find out what the tier list. So if y'all want to know what that is, y'all going to have to follow to find out or subscribe. Okay? But let's see what they tally up to. Okay? So entrance is a 5. Songs is a 5. Formations is a 4. There's no dancers. There is no breakdown. They get an exemption for the breakdown because it's a gospel show. Okay? Creativity, I have to give it a 10. Hey, look, this band is capable of getting a 10. If they use their field show right, they capable of getting a 10. That's all I got to say. Alright, so yes, very, very nice field show. They missed it by 1 point, so almost a perfect and almost a perfect 30. Okay? They have to get that from me, man. Like, I feel like if they would have not slipped up at the end, they would have got a perfect 30 from me. They really would have gotten a perfect 30 from me. And that was just because some people kind of slacked getting into that last formation. Okay? So that was it. That's the only thing I can really dock off on. But, I mean, that was a phenomenal field show from FAMU. I enjoyed every bit of that. That was nice. Love it. Very solid. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Payal. Well-deserved dub on their name. Well-deserved dub on their name. Good show. Great show. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it. Moving on. Alright, so this is their halftime performance for Homecoming, okay? And this will be my last time seeing FAMU for this season, okay? Now, unless they do something miraculous outside of that, but this is going to be my last field show I'm going to be grading, okay? So, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're rocking with your boy and you enjoy the content, please consider liking and subscribing. It means so much to me, alright? With that being said, let's get into the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wise man with a golden voice once said, please be seated. The performance is about to begin. Today's show, a tribute to Dr. Julian E. White, former director of FAMU Bands, 1998 to 2011. And now, the incomparable, magnificent, fabulous, and fantastic Florida A&M University Marching Band. Today's show, a tribute to Dr. White, featuring some of his iconic drill designs and favorite songs from his tenure, 1974 to 2011. Please enjoy this multi-drill, conducted by Dr. Ralph Jean-Paul Chapasse, Assistant Director of Bands. Rattler Nation, let's start. This is how we do it. There's a fire in the heart, and it's the country.
star up there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Watch closely. The letters W, H, I, T,
One of the Spanish letters, right?
Dr. White, we salute you, we honor you, we love you, and everybody that agrees say, "Hubba, Doc." The look and the sound of experience, the consistency of 79 years. 1946 to 2025 and counting. Drum majors, the Magnificent Seven. It's time for you to bring them on down. Drum majors, the fabulous piccolos, clarinets, saxophones, trumpets, French horns, trombones, euphoniums, black chord, tubas, and percussion, all together now. And now, in our concert mosaic formation, from the pen of legendary arranger extraordinaire, Professor Lindsey B. Sargent, and with the baton in the capable hands of our own director of bands, Dr. Shelby Chipman, let's take you back to 1998 with one of Dr. White's favorite concert selections, Deborah Cox, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here, in digital Dolby Atmos surround sound. Everybody in the city. Talks on 100. Let's give over some Cisco. Phone zone. It's time to get on your ground. Uh-oh, don't do it to him. Already answered. Who won it? 100. Standard for the world. Give it up for the 100. And now, Rebel Nation, let's welcome back the Marching 100 alumni band members.
Everybody like alumni.
First Coast High School, Jacksonville, Florida. And Glade Central High School, Belgrade, Florida.
Symmetry issues in the L.
Ep.74. Let's bring it off to all happy day.
Sean, don't do that. Don't do that.
And now, time for some shout-outs. The 2025-26 Florida A&M University Marching 100 Bandstand. First up, celebrating 27 years, Director of Bands, Dr. Shelby R. Chipman. Celebrating 52 years, Arranger Extraordinaire, Music Department Chair, Mr. Lindsey B. Sargent. Celebrating 62 years, Assistant Director of Bands, Director of Percussion, Dr. Shaylor L. James. Celebrating 13 years, Assistant Director of Bands, Director of Woodwinds, Dr. Nicholas B. Thomas. Director of Bands, Director of Lower Brasses, Dr. Ralph Jean-Paul. Celebrating 41 years, Senior Storekeeper and Equipment Manager, Mr. Donald, y'all better bring me my stuff, Beckwith. Support staff, celebrating 23 years, Miss Kristen Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, your announcer for today, former drum major, 2002 graduate, and student of the almighty Joe Butler. My name is Slater Funk. And now, show some love for the alumni drum majors. Still got it.
Hit that mug, bro.
Drum major number 2 hit you with the tricks. Still got it.
Hey.
Number 3 still got it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, bringing down the tubas, our head drum major. First female head drum major in family history. She's born in Atlanta by way of Nigeria. Put your hands together for Aurora Mobutu, Olayode, Wakanda forever.
love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
That was so cool. That was so cool. That really was. Alrighty, let's give it a grade.
Execution.
They got them a perfect 30. They got them a perfect 30, ladies and gentlemen. A perfect 30. I mean, hey, I'm glad that I finally got a chance to give them that perfect 30 because they was supposed to have these trophies emojis by their names, man. They supposed to have this by their name. Yes, indeed, man. Enjoyed every bit of that. Enjoyed every bit of that. Everything was nice about it. Everything was nice about it. You know, it was just a breath of fresh air, you know, to see. Okay? That's what I like about that. It was a breath of fresh air to see alumni interact with the current band. I love seeing that interaction. It's a beautiful thing. You know, one thing I would say about it, yes, they did have a little minor issue with symmetry, but that's alumni coming in, so I can't take them off of that because of alumni, you know. I mean, they ain't out there practicing every day, so there's no docking on that. But when I tell you I enjoyed every bit of that, I enjoyed every bit of that field show. It was phenomenal to look at. It was enjoyable. It was very enjoyable. Could not find anything wrong with that field show. So, with that being said, here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Hiya. Well-deserved dub, ladies and gentlemen. Well-deserved dub. This is their official record for 2025 / early 2026, but 2025. Okay? But I enjoyed every bit of that from FAMU. They had a very eventful season. Very, very eventful season, you know. And they definitely handled their business. Definitely handled their business this season. Okay? Now, what I would like to mention as far as their season is concerned, one thing I loved about FAMU's season the most is the fact that they had a lot of battles this season. They did. Compared to last season, they didn't have that many battles in 2024. But this year, in 2025, they went against some giants. They went against Jackson State. They went against other bands too. That's what I liked about FAMU this season, is that they was not scared. They was ready to battle in fifth. And I'm glad the other bands are traveling to them, and I hope that FAMU returns the favor. I know it can be expensive. I know it can be expensive. So all I'm saying is, I feel like, you know, when it comes down to these type of seasons, I feel like they should do fundraisers every spring semester, whatnot, so they can travel. Me personally, I feel like that should be a requirement if you're going to be in the SWAC, and FAMU got that. So that's my own thing I want them to do. I want them to travel. I want them to go to Jackson State. Go to the Jackson State. Go to Southern. Well, Southern's going to come to them, but you get what I'm getting at. I want them to travel. I want them to travel so they can see more competition, because competition from FAMU is great to look at. Competition is definitely great to look at for FAMU. Okay? And I enjoyed this season. I feel like this is one of the strongest bands. One of the strongest bands in the SWAC. Okay? Do not sleep on FAMU. One of the strongest bands in the SWAC. Okay? So, y'all got my respect. Y'all had a phenomenal season that I have graded. I'm glad that I had the pleasure of watching y'all this season. Again, if y'all new or late to the channel, y'all skipped ahead, Like I said, thank y'all so much for rocking with your boy. Please consider liking and subscribing. And also, if you're a FAMU alumni and you want to be part of my membership program, it's only $2 a month. You get certain perks and benefits, and we get a chance to look at past videos even when you was in band. So if you're interested in that, please consider being a member. I will be grading that stuff. Also, if you're a percussionist, that means if you're a drumline member or whatnot and you want to see exclusive drumline content, you can request it in my membership program as well. Okay, I exclusively grade it for my membership program. So if you want to see who won or get validation on who won in these drumline battles, I got you. I got you. So if you don't feel like being a member, you can also donate to the channel. All you got to do is just hit that thank you tab below. Okay, all proceeds will go into me affording YouTube Premium. And with YouTube Premium, you don't have to worry about commercials popping up anymore in my reactions. After that, the rest of that money will go into me affording merch. And so y'all can, get a chance to look at some merch that y'all would like that's tied into everybody's school. Okay, so I'm going to have particular merch for different bands and for my shirt ideas. Okay, so I got some good shirt ideas, and I think that y'all might cop on it. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all really cop on it. Okay. So, but we got to get there first, and hey, we almost to 1,000 subscribers. We gotta get there. So hey, y'all help your boy out. So I would like to give a special shout out to my channel member. Thank you so much for being a member. I really appreciate you. I think I got something special for you this upcoming week, so be looking out for that video. Thank y'all so much, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Like I tell y'all always, deuces.